So the last topic which we are studying is ionic crystals. So in ionic crystals, we have two types of crystals. Crystals means the combination of cations and anions only. No? Clear? No? Cations and anions, how they are arranged, that we are studying. So these ionic crystals, they may be in the ratio of 1:1. It means for every one anion, there may be one cation. And they may be present in the ratio of 1:2 or 2:1. That means for one anion, there will be two cations, or for one cation, there will be two anions. Are you able to understand? So these are the possibilities which we have. And in 1:1 ratio, which is called as AB type, these are the examples which we study. Okay, so NaCl, CSCl, ZNS. And 1:2 ratio, we will study CaF2 and Na2O. Okay, it means for one Ca2 plus, there will be two F minus ions. Are you able to understand? So these are the models which we are going to study now. So once we complete them, then it will be completion of our topic called solid state. Understand? Now see. So the first crystal which we will study is Nacl crystal. Okay, we are going to study about this crystal. So features of this crystal are, okay, each Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions and vice versa. Are you able to understand? Each sodium ion will be surrounded by how many chlorine ions? It will be surrounded by 6 chlorine ions. And what is meant by vice versa? Each chlorine ion also is surrounded by 6 sodium ions. Are you able to understand? So therefore, can you say what will be its coordination number? Therefore, coordination number of NaCl, can you say? 6. 6 is the coordination number. And what is meant by coordination number? Already we have studied, no? What is meant by coordination number? How many atoms are surrounded by a particular ion in the shortest distance? So how many are surrounded? 6 are surrounded, no? I have Subara. Namaskar. Vinali. Are you able to understand? So each sodium, it is surrounded by 6 chlorine. And each chlorine is also surrounded by 6 sodium ions. So therefore its coordination number will be 6. Okay, Now let us see the arrangement of this ions. Okay? Where this sodium and chlorine ions, they are arranged in this crystal, that we will study. So listen very carefully. Listen first of all, then you can write down. See, so Na plus ions, so sodium cations, where they are present on all octahedral voids. Where they are present on all octahedral voids, you can find this Na plus ions. Okay. Now can you say in a cubic crystal, what is the arrangement of octahedral voids? Cubic crystal lo octahedral voids ekkada untayi cheppandi? In the table, in the middle of cubic cell. Very good. Still in the middle of one cubic cell, there will be one octahedral void. Still where there will be present? They will be present on the center of each edge. Student, previous note students, octahedral voids arrangement student ekkada unnayo? Are able to understand? So therefore they are at, okay, centers of each edge. Okay, at every edge you can find Na plus ions. So totally how many edges are there? There are 12 edges, no? For a cube, how many edges will be there? 12 edges will be there. Okay, so on 12 edges, at the center of each edge, you will find one Na plus ion. Are you able to understand? And one more octahedral void where it is present. One octahedral void. Okay, exactly at center of cube. At center of cube. Are you able to understand? Is it clear? So this is the arrangement of octahedral voids. Octahedral voids, they will be present on edges, center of the edges. And one octahedral void will be present exactly at the center of this cubical unit cell also. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how many Na plus ions, they are touching this cubic unit cell? Totally how many Na plus ions are touching? Can you say? Student, how many edges? 12 edges. So 12 Na plus. Are you able to understand? I am not discussing by mass. By mass gurinchi maatladam ledhu. Total number of ions I am talking. Clear? Total number of ions are 12 because 12 edges. And at the center also, one Na plus will be present. So totally how many Na plus? 13. So totally 13 Na plus will be in contact. Will be in contact with what? Will be in contact with cubic unit cell. Okay, ma? So this is the arrangement of Na plus. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how many atoms are present by mass, ma? How many atoms are, how many sodium ions are present by mass, can you say? If you calculate by mass, according to number, 13 plus 12 plus 1, 13. Mass number prakaram తీసుకుంటే 13 contact lo ఉంటాయి. Clear, no? So if I contact by mass how many atoms will be in contact? Okay. So how many edges are there? 12 edges. What is the contribution of an edge? 1 by 4. Contribution by edge anta 4. If atom is present at corner, 1 by 8. If atom is present at the center of face, 1 by 2. At edge, 1 by 4. Already we have studied, no? Clear, no? So therefore, number of atoms by mass. Number of atoms by mass is how much? It is, contribution is 1 by 4 multiplied by 12. Because 12 edges will be there, and on each edge there will be one Na plus ion. Clear, no? And at the center also there is an ion, no? And what is the contribution when atom is present at the center? 100% contribution. Clear, no? So plus 1 into 1. So total how much, ma? So 3 plus 4, 4 atoms of Na plus. Are you able to understand? So in cubic unit cell, by mass, how many sodium atoms will be present? 4 sodium atoms will be present. Are you able to understand, ma, how we are calculating? Similarly, let us study about the arrangement of Cl minus. Okay, ma? Arrangement of Cl minus. Cl minus anion. Okay, ma? So they are arranged in FCC manner, or you can call it as CCP unit cell also. Okay, ma? So Cl minus ions, where you can find Cl minus ions, they are present where, ma? They are present on in FCC manner. What is meant by FCC manner? Face centered cubic. Face centered cubic means, చెప్పండి త్వరగా. Each atom will be present at the center of face. How many faces? 6 faces. So 6 Cl minus ions. And Cl minus, they will be present at the corners also, no? Okay, ma? How many corners? 8 corners. So 8 atoms at corners, 6 atoms at center of face. 8 plus 6, so total 14. So 14 Cl minus ions will be in contact with 1 cubic unit cell. Are you able to understand? So write down that. So therefore, unit cell means what? So each Cl minus at 8 corners. That's all, nama? And each Cl minus at center of face. Okay, ma? So total how many faces, ma? 6 faces. So total how many atoms? Total how many atoms are in contact? 8 plus 6, 14 atoms are in contact. 14 atoms are in contact with what? Unit cell, cubic unit cell. Clear, no? And by mass, how many of them are present? How many atoms by mass? By mass, how many atoms? How can I calculate? So 8 are present at corners, no? What is the contribution of each corner? 1 by 8. How many atoms? 8 atoms. So 1 by into 8? 1. Similarly, face. What is the contribution of a face? 1 by 2. Face is 1 by 2. How many faces? 6 faces, so 6 atoms. 1 by 2 into 6, 3. So total 3 plus 1 is how much, ma? 4 Cl minus ions, they are present in 1 NaCl unit cell. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, in 1 unit cell, you can find 4 atoms of Na plus and 4 atoms of Cl minus. Understood, Nama? So how many formula units will be present? 4 formula units will be present. 1 NaCl is called 1 formula unit. Are you able to understand, ma? one NaCl is called as one formula unit. So totally how many formula units ma? So 4 formula units will be present in one unit cell. ఒక యూనిట్ సెల్ అన్నిటిని కంప్రైజ్ చేసి ఉంటుంది. అండర్స్టూడ్ అమ్మా? దట్స్ ఇట్. సో మేక్ నోట్ అప్ టు హియర్. ఓకే, షల్ ఐ రబ్ దిస్ సైడ్ మా? రైట్ రైట్ మా? సో therefore, okay ma, therefore number of formula units in one unit cell. How can I calculate? 4Na plus 4Cl minus total will give 4NaCl. Okay ma? So 4NaCl formula units, they are present in one unit cell by mass. This is not by number ma, this is by mass. Mass veru, number veru kada. Number already we have calculated here, 13 Na plus and 14 Cl minus. But these are only numbers which are in contact with the unit cell. But I want by mass, no? By mass 4 NaCl and 4 Na plus and 4 Cl minus, they are in contact. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? Very simple concept ma. Clear? So therefore, let us do one thing. Let us draw the structure of this NaCl crystal ma, so that we will do one thing ma. We will do for remaining crystals are also there, no? Cs, Cl, all these crystals are there, no ma. For these crystals also you will get same models. So I will do one thing. I will discuss all the possible models for NaCl. Then you apply the same models for other crystals also. Are you able to understand? Okay. See the structure of NaCl unit cell. First of all, we will identify Na plus ions. Okay. So here Na plus ions will be indicated by red color and Cl minus ions will be represented by green color. Are you able to understand ma? Now can you say what is the arrangement of Na plus ma? Where Na plus will be present? On all octahedral voids. Understood ma? So see here I have written. So all Na plus, they are arranged on octahedral voids. And what is the arrangement of octahedral voids ma? Octahedral voids, they will be present where? They will be present at the center of each edge. Clear no? And also one octahedral void will be present exactly at the center of the unit cell. Understood ma? So therefore, so this is Na plus. Clear no ma? And here also there is one Na plus and this is one Na plus. So totally how many edges ma? 12 edges. So 12 Na plus will be present. Okay. Twelve are completed, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay ma? And there will be one Na plus exactly at the center of this unit cell. So this is the arrangement of Na plus ions. Clear? Now what about the Cl minus ions ma? Where Cl minus ions will be present? Exactly at FCC structure. We have studied FCC structure, no? FCC means what? 8 atoms at corners and 6 atoms at the center of the face. That's all, no? So draw them. So at corners, so this is one Cl minus. Clear ma? So this is another Cl minus, another Cl minus. So this is another Cl minus. Clear no ma? Another Cl minus, Cl minus, Cl minus, and here also one Cl minus. Okay. And exactly at the center of the face also, no? So therefore this is one face. So here there will be one atom. Clear no ma? And here there will be one atom. And here there will be one atom. Clear no ma? And here there will be one atom. And to this upper face, what is the center of upper face? Somewhere here. So here there will be one Cl minus. Here there will be one Na plus. And to the center of this face is somewhere here. So this is another Cl minus. So this is the arrangement of all Na plus and Cl minus ions. Are you able to understand ma? Clear no? Okay. So draw this diagram carefully, ma. Now the question is, arrangement of atoms we have understood, no? Now which atom is touching which atom? This is very important, no, ma? So unless you don't understand which atom is touching which atom, you can never understand what is the formation of this crystal. Are you able to understand? See, ma, which atom is touching which atom, can you say? Already we have discussed, no? Each Na plus will be surrounded by 6 Cl minus. It means the nearest Cl atoms, all of them, they are surrounding one Na plus. Similarly, each Na plus will be surrounded by 6 Cl minus also. They may be in the same crystal, they may be in the same unit cell, they may be in the other unit cell also. That is a different point. Are you able to understand? So therefore, for example, if you see this Cl minus, this is one Cl minus, no? So this Cl minus, listen very carefully, listen. Okay, student. So if you take this Cl minus will be touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Na plus in the same unit cell. Vinandi. Are you able to understand? So questions will be given on this arrangement only, no ma. Questions pure ga arrangement paina istaru. Okay? Arrangement artham kaakapote evarni touch chestunnaru artham kaakapote you can never solve the problems of NaCl crystal. Clear? So listen carefully. So here there is one Cl minus, no? Where is this Cl minus, ma? It is at the center of a face center lo undi. And it is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4 Na plus ions. And where these 4 Na plus ions are present? They are present on the same face. Understood, no? And here there is one Na plus. And where this Na plus is present? At the center of the cube. Na plus is present at the center of the cube. So totally how many atoms it is touching? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about the sixth atom? Above this unit cell, there will be one more unit cell, no? This unit cell, inkoka unit cell untundi kada. So to the center of that unit cell, this Cl minus will be touching. That's all. 6 Na plus are surrounded by, 1 Cl minus is surrounded by 6 Na plus, like this. Are you able to understand what is happening? 5 Na plus, they are present in the same unit cell. Okay? 1 Na plus is present at the center of the unit cell, which is above this unit cell. దీని పైన ఇంకొక యూనిట్ సెల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, దాని మధ్యలో ఒక Na ప్లస్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అది కూడా ఈ Cl మైనస్ని టచ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో ఈచ్ Cl మైనస్ ఈస్ జాయిండ్ బై 6 Na plus and 1 Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus. Are you able to understand? And 2 Cl, they can never be in contact. Okay, ma? 2 Cl minus, they can never be in contact. Similarly, 2 Na plus also, they cannot be in contact. అర్థమవుతున్నాయి కదా, దగ్గరగా ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్కటి టచ్ అవుతాయి. సిమిలర్ cations or similar anions, they are never going to touch with each other. Are you able to understand? So make a note of that point. So therefore what we write, okay ma? For example, I will write, let this one be given the name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear nama? So 1 is in contact with what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7th Na plus at the center of another unit cell, above the present unit cell. Are you able to understand what is happening? Clear? So 1 is in contact with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is one 7th numbered Na plus, no? Where it is present? It is present above the unit cell, in the second unit cell. Are you able to understand, ma? So like this, if you take any cation or any anion, one cation is surrounded by 6 anions and one anion is surrounded by 6 cations. Clear? Similarly, one more point is that, okay ma, no 2 Cl minus will touch each other. Okay? And similarly, no 2 Na plus will touch each other. So just if you know this much amount of information, then I hope you can solve any kind of problem given on Na plus crystal, NaCl crystal. Are you able to understand? That's it, very simple. Okay. See this question, ma. So edge length of Na plus unit cell, okay, ma, is 200 picometer. Now what is meant by edge length, ma? Edge length means what? This length. This is called one edge length, no? Are you able to understand, ma? Represented by A. Okay. Or you can call this is the edge length, which is called as A. This is the edge length, this is also the edge length. Okay. So what is the edge length given? Edge length given is 200 picometers. Clear? So 200 into 10 power minus 12 meters. So radius of Cl minus ion is 600 picometer, 60 picometer. Okay, ma? So radius of R minus is how much, ma? 60 picometer. Then calculate the radius of cation. It means we are supposed to find out radius of Na plus. That's what we are supposed to calculate. Clear? See, ma, in edge lengths, what is the method of calculation? Make a note point of this one. Okay. Hint is that take a line in which atoms are touching with each other. Atoms are touching with each other. Okay, ma? So in calculating distances, ma, this is the hint. Always take a line. In that line, all the atoms, they should be touching with each other. There should not be any gaps between the atoms. Arthamatunda? So take any such line. Which line shall I take? I can take this edge length only, no? Are you able to understand? At the middle, what is present? Na plus is present, no, ma? So this is Na plus. And what is this one? This is Cl minus. Now the question is, so this atom and this atom, are they in contact with each other or not? Leva? Na plus is in contact with Cl minus? Definitely it is in contact. And what about Na plus contact with another Cl minus? It is also in contact. Are you able to understand, ma? Because already we said, no, the nearest cation and anion, definitely they are in contact with each other. No two cations are touching, no two anions are also, they are not touching. Are you able to understand? So therefore, if I draw the diagram here, how can I draw the diagram, ma? So consider this is the edge length. Okay. So if this is the edge length, this is Na plus. Okay, ma? And what about Cl minus? So this is the Cl minus. So this is the Cl minus. So this is also one Cl minus. Okay, ma? And what about this one? This is Na plus. So definitely they are in contact with each other. Are you able to understand? Now see, what is this distance? What is this distance? This distance can be written as 2 times of R plus. Can I write? 2 times of R plus, no, ma? R plus means what? Cation, radius of cation. Radius of sodium ion. This is diameter, no? Diameter means 2 times of R plus. Okay. Then what is this distance? What is this distance? It is 1 R minus, no? Radius of chlorine atom. Clear, no, ma? Then what about this distance? This distance is also R minus. Okay. And this total distance is nothing but edge length A, no? What is this total distance? Edge length A. And edge length A is already given, no, ma? How much? 200 picometers. So therefore I can say that R minus plus 2R plus and R minus, all of them if you add, 2R minus plus 2R plus, it is equal to A, and which is equal to 200 picometer. Can I write like this? Okay. If you add all of them, it is equal to 2R minus and 2R plus, which is equal to A, which is again equal to 200 picometer. Okay. In that one, the length of R minus is already given, no? Substitute that one. Okay, ma? So therefore 2 into 60 plus 2 into R plus is equal to 200. So 2R plus is how much, ma? 200 minus 120? 80. So therefore R plus will be how much? 40 picometer. Okay. So therefore, if the radius of Cl minus is 60, radius of Na plus is 40. That is our answer. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? So this problem we are able to solve only when we know arrangement of atoms, where atoms are present and which atom is touching which atom. That's it. Okay ma? ఇంకో ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తాను చేయండి. Okay, Sima. So see this question. Okay ma? So the edge length of NaCl unit cell is 200 picometers. Now then, first of all, let us see the first one. Distance between two opposite charges. Clear na ma? So distance means what ma? Distance means shortest distance ma. Distance ante edi padithe adi distance teesukodu. Distance means that shortest distance between the given values, the given anions or cations. Okay? So therefore, shortest distance between what? Shortest distance between two opposite charges. Okay? And definitely which will be the shortest distance? The atoms which are touching with each other. Antakana shortest inke undadu kada. The atoms which are touching with each other, definitely they will be the shortest. One atom cannot enter into another atom, no? Two concentric atoms are not possible, no? Atoms which are touching with each other, only that distance will be the shortest distance. Okay? So this Cl minus and Na plus, they are in contact with each other, no? So draw the diagram of this. So this is one, this is the arrangement. Okay ma? So this is Cl minus and Na plus. Clear, no? So what is this total distance? Okay ma? So this total distance will be how much? This total distance will be 2r plus 2r minus. Already we have studied this one, no? 2r plus and 2r minus. Clear na ma? And cation, opposite charges means cation and anion. So I wanted this distance. This distance will be how much? Exactly half of. So this distance will be how much? 2r plus 2r minus divided by 2. That much will be the distance. That's all, no? And this distance is also called as edge length, no ma? Ade distance name antam manamu edge length ani kuda antam. Clear? And how much is the edge length given? 200. So what we want? I want a by 2. And a by 2 is nothing but 2r plus 2r minus divided by 2. So 200 divided by 2 is how much? 100 picometers. So that is our answer for the first question. Is it clear? That's all very simple. Make a note. Question. So second question, what he is asking, second question is, okay ma, distance between two cations. It means that shortest distance between, cation means Na plus, no? Shortest distance between two Na plus. Okay? Now see the arrangement of Na plus ma. Okay? So here there is one Na plus, here also there is one Na plus, no? So what is the distance between both of them? A, edge length A only, no? Okay ma? So what is this length? This length is nothing but edge length only, no ma? A. So distance between this one and this one is A. Definitely not the shortest distance. Clear, no ma? Similarly, you take a distance between this one and this one. Okay? Or this is one edge length, this is another edge length, no? So this distance is A by 2, this distance is also A by 2. This is A by 2 only, no ma? This is also A by 2. Understood? Or you take these two. Okay? What is this length? A by 2. This length is also A by 2. I want this distance. That distance will be the shortest distance. Are you able to understand? See ma, this Na plus and this Na plus, they are present on the edges which are present on the same face. Are you able to understand? See ma, this Na plus, it is present on the upper face, no? This Na plus is also present on upper face. So distance between these two will be the shortest distance. Are you able to understand? So how much will be that distance? Let us call that distance as x. Okay? So therefore x value, how can I calculate? X value is equal to square root of a by 2 whole square plus a by 2 whole square. Pythagoras theorem. Right angle triangle is formed, no? Right angle triangle hai kada idi. Then apply. So therefore it is equals to square root of a square by 4 plus a square by 4. So 2a square by 4 root. Let's go. Clear ma? So square root of a square by 2. So therefore a by root 2. What is a value given? A value is nothing but 200. So 200 divided by root 2. So 200 divided by 1.414. That is the answer. Clear, no? So definitely it is not 20. 20 అయితే కాదు పొరపాటున కూడా. ఏది చూసేది ఈ ఆన్సర్ ప్రకారం చెప్పండి. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఎలా చేసినా ఒకే విధంగానే రావాలి. Now see, let us see. So I too don't know what is the answer. I think for that also I think it will be a by root 2. Let us see. Okay, ma? So third one, distance between two anions. Anions means Cl minus. Now let us search for Cl minus, ma? Shortest distance. So definitely this distance will be the shortest distance. Okay? No other distance is as short as these two Cl minus, no? So this is one Cl minus present at one corner. This is one Cl minus present at the center of the face. Definitely that distance will be the shortest distance. Are you able to understand? And what is this distance? This distance is this one. This is a face diagonal, no? What is the length of face diagonal? A by root 2 na. Root 2a. Length of face diagonal is how much? Root 2a. Okay? So I am writing here. So length of face diagonal is how much? It is root 2 into a. Okay? But this is half of the face diagonal, no? This distance is half of the face diagonal. Okay? Let us calculate, consider this distance as x dash. So x dash will be how much? Root 2a divided by 2. So it is a by root. We got same answers. Okay, ma? Here also a by root 2, here also a by root 2. So therefore this distance is also 200 divided by 1.414. That is our answer. Is it clear, ma? Same also. Question is, how many unit cells are present in 5.85 grams of NaCl? Okay, ma? So therefore, how much mass of NaCl is taken, ma? 5.85 grams of NaCl is taken. Are you able to understand? So what is the molecular weight of NaCl, ma? Molecular weight of NaCl is how much? It is 58.5 grams. Are you able to understand? Molecular weight of NaCl is approximately 58.5 grams. Okay? Or you can call it as AMU also. If you say AMU, it is related to one formula unit. And if you say grams, it is related to 1 mole. So 1 mole of NaCl will have this much mass of NaCl. Okay, ma? So this is also called molar mass. Okay? So how can I calculate number of moles in given crystal, ma? In given sample? Number of moles formula? So total given mass divided by molecular mass. Okay, ma? This is the formula, no? Total mass, if you divide it by molar mass, then you will get how many moles are present in that particular sample. Number of moles kanukodaniki chaala methods unnai kada. This is one method. One more method is you can write total number of atoms, molecules or ions divided by Avogadro number of molecules. Similarly, in gas, you can write total volume divided by volume of 1 mole. That is 22.4 liters. Any method you can use. Are you able to understand? So what is the amount of mass given? Mass given is how much, ma? 5.85. And what is the molar mass? Molar mass is 58.5. So total how many? 0.1 mole of NaCl is given. In the given sample, how many moles are present? 0.1 moles are present. Clear? Therefore, number of NaCl units will be how much, ma? I am not talking about unit cell. I am talking about NaCl formula units. Okay, ma? So how many NaCl formula units will be present, ma? 1 mole. How many moles? 0.1. Each mole will have how many atoms or how many molecules? 1 Avogadro number. That's all, no? Clear, no? 1 mole will have 1 Avogadro number of NaCl crystals, NaCl formulas. But how many moles are there? 0.1. So therefore 0.1 into Na. And what is Na? 6.624 into 10 power. How many ma? Sorry. I am confusing with Planck's constant. Okay ma? 6.023 into 10 power 23. Na plus formula units are present in 0.1 mole. Okay ma? But he is not asking how many NaCl formula units. No, what he is asking? He is asking how many unit cells will be present. Unit cells, how can I calculate? In 1 unit cell of NaCl, how many Na plus are present? How many NaCl are present, ma? 4 are present, no? By mass. By mass, how many NaCl are present? 4. Already we have calculated, no? 4 Na plus, 4 Cl minus. So totally 4 Na plus formula units are present in 1 unit cell. Therefore, in terms of unit cell, how many unit cells are present? 0.1 into Na divided by 4. So do this calculation. That is my required answer. అర్థమవుతుందా ఎలా చేస్తున్నాము? Number of moles given by this formula. Number of molecules given by 0.1 into Na. So this is the total number of NaCl formula units. But 1 unit cell will have how many unit cells? How many Na plus formula units? 4. So total number of molecules divided by 4. That's all. So these many unit cells will be present. That is our answer. Whatever may be the answer. Understood, Nama? That's all. So some more problems we will do tomorrow, and tomorrow we will end this class of solid state. Okay, ma? So Sima, this is the next question in NaCl crystal. See how many ions are present in 1 meter body diagonal in NaCl crystal. A is given as 200 picometers. A means what? Edge length. Edge length is given as 200 picometer. Then in 1 meter, what you call body diagonal. Okay, ma? There will be body diagonal to be a cubic crystal, no? And what is the length of the body diagonal he is taking? 1 meter. So in 1 meter body diagonal, totally how many ions can be present in this NaCl crystal? Clear? Come on. Okay. Question is in body diagonal, okay ma, how many ions can be present? Ions means what? Both positive ions as well as negative ions. So totally how many Na plus and Cl minus can be present on the body diagonal? Okay. Now first of all, let us identify the body diagonal. Ma, can you say, Sima? This point, it is out of the board, no? This point, which point shall I take out of board? Okay. So I will take this point to be present out of the board. Then which point is present inside the board? Let us take this is the outer surface, and let us take this one is the inner surface. Are you able to understand, ma? So this is inner surface, this is outer surface. I will do one thing, ma. I will draw this line. Okay. So this line also, it will become body diagonal, no, ma? Okay. This Cl minus ion, it is present inside the board, behind the crystal. Okay. Then what about this Cl minus ion? It is present out of the board. So definitely that will become body diagonal only, no? What is meant by body diagonal? Already we have studied, no, ma? Clear, no? So this is the Cl minus ion which is present behind the board. Board venakal undedi. And what about this Cl minus? It is present on the front side of the front face of the cube. Are you able to understand? Now can you say on this body diagonal how many Cl minus and how many Na plus they are present? Can you say? How many? You should not be confused by the diagram. You should be very clear about the positioning of Na plus and Cl minus. Are you able to understand, ma? Na plus ekkada untayi cheppandi, where Na plus are present?
Edges and the center of body.
Come on.
Edges and center of body.
So Na plus, they are present at the edges, no, ma? All these red color dots which you are seeing, they are Na plus. Are you able to understand? And at the edges, how many edges are there? 12 edges are there. And there is one Na plus exactly at the center also. So this is one NaCl. Are you able to understand? Then where Cl minus they are present? Cl minus they are present at the corners, 8 corners. And they are present at the center of the faces also. Are you able to understand? Okay, now see. Now this body diagonal, it is touching this Cl minus, no? Because it is present at the corner. Arthamavutundi kada? Same body diagonal, it will touch this Cl minus also, no? Because it is also present at the corner. Are you able to understand? Now this body diagonal, can it touch this Na plus? Na plus no touch avutunda cheyada? Why? Why it will touch? Because Na plus is exactly at the center, no ma? Where Na plus is present? Exactly at the center. So body diagonal must touch Na plus. What about this Cl minus?
Those are face side.
Touch avutunda avada? This Cl minus cannot be touched. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. So this Cl minus will touch this body diagonal. This Cl minus also will touch. But this Cl minus, it is present at the center of the face. It is not at the middle of this unit cell. Madhyalo ledhu kada adi. It is present on the face. Face paina undadi. So therefore this Cl minus cannot be touched. What about this Cl minus? It is also present behind the face of the this unit cell. So this also cannot be touched, and this will be touched. Okay. So therefore on this body diagonal, how many ions are present totally? 3 ions are present, no? Okay. So let us draw this diagram. Next point is that, so first of all I will make that point. So on body diagonal, okay ma, how many ions are present? 3 ions are present. What are the 3 ions which are present, ma? 2 Cl minus ions, 1 Na plus ion, it is present on the body diagonal. Arthamavutundi kada? Now the question is, this Cl minus, this Na plus and this Cl minus, are they touching with each other or not? Touch avutunnaya leda? Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, are they touching with each other or not? Definitely they will be touching. They are negative opposite ions. No, a type of ions. Opposite ion. Each positive ion is surrounded by how many negative ions? 6 negative ions. 6 negative ions. Okay, ma? So definitely this is Cl minus, this Na plus, and this is Cl minus also, they will be touching with each other. So what is the next point I can write? All 3 ions are touching with each other. Okay. Yesterday only I said no. Oppositely charged ions, definitely they are touching. Similarly charged ions, they are not touching with each other. One Na plus is not contact with another Na plus. One Cl minus is not in contact with another Cl minus. But Cl minus, Na plus, same type of opposite charges, no? So they will touch with each other. And Na plus and Cl minus, they are also opposite ions, no? Definitely they will touch with each other. Okay. So therefore, if I draw the diagram, how can I draw the diagram? This is how I can draw the diagram. Clear, ma? Okay. At the middle, what is present? At the middle, Na plus is present. Okay. What is this one? This is the body diagonal. Body diagonal. So, Sima, to solve this type of problems, already I said, you know, where atoms are present and which atom is touching which atom. It is all important. Only 2 points. Where is the positioning of atom? First point. Which atom is touching which atom? Just if you remember these two, you can do any kind of problem. Are you able to understand? So, then what about the Cl minus? So, this Cl minus I am drawing. So, this is the Cl minus and there is one more Cl minus. Are you able to understand, ma? So, therefore, on this body diagonal, 3 ions are present and all the 3 ions, they are touching with each other. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now, see, ma, this is the arrangement, no? Vinandi, chala careful, listen very careful, ma. This is the arrangement, no? Now, can you say, and what is this length? This length I can call it as A also, no, ma? This length is also called as A root 3. Do you remember? What is the length of body diagonal? Edge length if it is A, okay, ma? Edge length if it is A, face diagonal is A root 2. Body diagonal? A root 3. Clear, no? So therefore, what is the length of this body diagonal? Length of this body diagonal is A root 3. This is the length of the body diagonal, which is equals to A root 3. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. Now on this body diagonal, diametrically, how many ions can be placed? Cheppandi. On this body diagonal, diametrically, how many atoms, how many ions can be placed? Any ions ni nenu place cheyochu. Diametrically. Only 2 only. How can you say? Actually 3 are present, no? But diameter wise only 2 atoms can be placed. How? See, this Cl minus, only radius is present, no? And here also in Cl minus only radius is present. Radius plus radius, diameter. Okay. So therefore, same body diagonal if I draw here, it is equivalent to that only 2 atoms can be placed. Can I draw like this? Understood, Nama? Actually on this body diagonal, 3 ions are present. But diametric wise, I can place only 2 atoms. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? క్లియర్ నమ్మా? సో మేక్ ఎ నోట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఆల్సో. Diametrically only 2 atoms can be placed. Is it correct, ma? Okay. Therefore, on A root 3, 2 ions can be placed. Okay, ma? On A root 3. What is meant by A root 3? Total length of the body diagonal. On total length of the body diagonal, how many ions can be placed? Only 2 ions can be placed. Okay. Then if I want to place only 1 ion, then what is the length of that length? Divided by 2. So therefore, on A root 3 by 2, A root 3 by 2, how many ions can be placed? Only 1 ion. So 1 ion can be placed. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, on this much of length, I can place only 1 ion. Are you able to understand? Now what is the total length of the body diagonal he gave? 1 meter. Total length of the body diagonal he gave is 1 meter. On 1 meter, how many A root 3 by 2s are present? That many ions can be placed, no? Arthamatunda? What is the total length of body diagonal he gave? 1 meter. On 1 meter, how many A root 3 by 2s are present? How can I calculate? Okay, ma? So 1 meter divided by A root 3 by 2, it will give what? Can you say? ఒక మీటర్ని ఈ వాల్యూతో డివైడ్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది? In that 1 meter, how many A root 3 by 2s are present? That will be what I am getting to. Okay, ma? And what is meant by A root 3 by 2? Length of 1 ion. So 1 meter by A root 3 by 2, what I will get? The number of ions which can be placed on the body diagonal. Ante kada? Are you able to understand, ma? So this will give what? This will give number of ions that can be placed. On 1 meter body diagonal. 1 meter body diagonal. Are you able to understand, ma? That's all very simple. Okay. What is the length of, what is the radius of each ion, ma? Sorry, what is the diameter of each ion? A root 3 by 2. So these ions I should place on how much length? 1 meter length. So just divide 1 divided by the diameter of each ion, then you will get a number of ions which can be placed. That's all, no? And A value is already given, 200 picometer. Substitute. Therefore, number of ions which can be placed is 1 divided by A root 3 by 2. This I can write it as 2 divided by A root 3. Okay, ma? This can again be written as 2 divided by A value is how much? 200 picometer. Picometer means 10 power minus 12 multiplied by root 3. So therefore, 2 into 10 power 12 divided by 200 into root 3. So these many number of ions I can place on this body diagonal of length how much? Of length 1 meter. అర్థమైందా ఎలా చేసాము? Any doubts in the calculation? Is it clear? Okay. Sima, first of all, positioning of Na plus and Cl minus is very important. Positioning gurtundali. Are you able to understand? Next we should see which atoms are touching with each other. Definitely on this body diagonal, all the atoms, they are touching with each other because they are oppositely charged ions, definitely they will touch with each other. Okay? And this is the total length. Actually, 3 atoms are touching, 3 ions are touching, but diametric wise only 2 ions can be touched. Okay? So on A root 3, which is called length of the body diagonal, 2 ions only can be placed. And divided by half, only 1 ion can be placed. But how much length I have to consider? 1 meter. So divide 1 meter divided by diameter of each ion, you will get number of ions which can be placed. That's all. Fine? Very simple. Will make you understand this question. So see here. So find out the formula of NaCl crystal in following given conditions. In first conditions, all ions removed from body diagonal. Okay, ma? I am removing atoms or ions only from body diagonal only. It means I will draw one body diagonal, and whatever atoms are touching this body diagonal, remove all the ions. Clear, nama? Second condition is you place a plane along the body diagonal. Plane means we know, nama, which has length and breadth is called as a plane. Thickness will not be there. So on the body diagonal, perpendicular to the cube, place a body diagonal, and whatever atoms are touching the body diagonal, you remove all the atoms. Then what is the formula of NaCl crystal? Is it clear? So I will do the first one. Second one, you try to do, see the first one. First one is all ions removed along. Ions removed. The background music and the ions removed along body diagonal. Clear, nama? See. So this is the body diagonal, nama, which we have drawn in the last question. This is the body diagonal. So how many ions are touching? This Cl minus ion is in contact, no? The ion which is in the middle, Na plus, this is also in contact. And the ion which is present at the this Cl minus also, which is at one corner, that is also touching the body diagonal. So 3 ions are touching. Okay. First of all, let us study about Na plus. Okay, ma? So how many Na plus are present in this crystal by mass? Yesterday we calculated, no? How many Na plus are present in this crystal by mass? Mass prakaram ennu 4 are there, no? Okay, ma? See here. So this body diagonal is touching only one Na plus, no? It is touching only one Na plus. Okay. And how many Na plus were present by mass? 4 Na plus were present, no? 4 Na plus will be there by mass in one unit cell. Already we have studied this one, no? Now from 4 Na plus, I have to remove one atom which is touching, no? Body diagonal is touching only one atom. And can you say what is the contribution of this atom? 100%. Why it is 100%? Ma? Because it is present at the center, no? So total atom is present only in that unit cell only. So contribution is 100%. Clear, no? So therefore, now available atoms are how many? Available atoms are how many, ma, after removing? It is 4 minus 1 is equal to only 3 Na plus are present. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now let us study about Cl minus. Okay. So previously how many Cl minus were present by mass? 4. 4 Cl minus were present by mass. That's all, no? Now the body diagonal is touching how many Cl minus? 2 Cl minus. This one Cl minus and this is another Cl minus. But where this Cl minus is present? Corner. What is the contribution of corner? 1 by 8. So therefore how can I do the calculation? 4 minus of 2 are there, no? So 2 into 1 by 8. This is how I have to do, no? There are 2 atoms, so I am multiplying by 2. Contribution is 1 by 8, so 2 into 1 by 8. Arthamautundi kada? Okay. So therefore 4 minus 1 by 4. How much, ma? 15 by 4. Okay. So by mass, NaCl are present 3. By mass, Cl minus they are present 15 by 4. So take the ratio. Okay. Therefore, Na is to Cl is equals to how much, ma? 3 is to 15 by 4. Okay. So 12 is to 15. 12 is to 15 divisible by 3, no, ma? 4 is to 5. So this is the ratio of Na plus and Cl minus. Now how can you construct the formula? Na for Cl5. That's all. This is my answer. Okay, ma? So this will be the formula of this crystal if ions present on the body diagonal, if they are removed. Okay. Now second one, can you do? When ions are removed along the plane, along the body diagonal, you place a plane like this. And all the atoms which are touching the plane, you must remove them. Clear? Try change. So next question is ions removed along the body diagonal. Sima, body diagonal means what? For example, this one, Sima. Where is this Cl minus ion, ma? This Cl minus ion, it is present out of the board. Clear, no? This Cl minus is present inside the board. So diagonal drawn like this. Clear, no? From here to here, this becomes the body diagonal. Are you able to understand? And through this body diagonal, you have to pass a plane. Then that plane will touch these atoms. Here you are seeing this red color border, no? Here you are seeing this red color border, no? Ma? This border will be the plane which we have drawn passing through the body diagonal. Are you able to understand? Cube evadi daggara undali kada techinare teladu kada. Okay. So exactly passing through the middle of this undama తీసుకుంటాను ఉంటాయి. Are you able to understand what is happening? Okay. So this is the plane which is passing exactly through the body diagonal, and this plane, it will divide the cube into two equal halves. ఈ ప్లేను ఆ క్యూబ్ని ఎలా కట్ చేస్తుందో చెప్పండి. It will divide into two equal halves. Are you able to understand? And whatever ions they are touching this plane of this body diagonal, they should be removed. So Sima, so this is the cube, no? Cube. So how I have to place the body diagonal? I have to place the body diagonal like this. Okay. Then it is passing throughout this volume of the cube. Okay. It means this plane, it cuts this body diagonal into this half and this half. That is the plane of the body diagonal which we have drawn. Are you able to understand? So body diagonal ekkadi nunchi pass avutundi? It passes like this. It passes like this. Clear, no ma? And it will touch one end. Okay. And on the other side, it passes like this. Clear? And here also it will touch this edge. So this is the construction of the body diagonal. Artham avutundi kada? Are you able to understand, ma? So plane should exactly pass through the center of this cube. Diagonally it should pass, so that cube is divided into exactly two equal halves. Are you able to understand, ma? Sima, without any calculation also, can't we say the answer? Calculation em lekunda calculation cheppalema. Body diagonal is dividing the cube into two equal halves, no ma? And two equal halves, they are symmetrical to each other, no? Are you able to understand? It means all the symmetrical atoms are removed. So therefore formula does not change. It remains to be NaCl only. Arthamatunda? It remains to be NaCl only. So Na1, Cl1 only will be the final answer. By common sense, we can say any calculation. But unfortunately, we don't have any calculation, no ma? So we will do the calculation. Common sense anedi manaku jeevithanlo ledhu kada. So we will do the problem. Okay? So see. So what is the answer we got? 1:1. So NaCl will be again the formula. Okay? And that we have to prove by our calculations. So Sima. So first of all, I will calculate with Na plus. Okay, ma? Actually, how many atoms are present by mass? Jayanti akko, ఏదో లోకంలో ఉన్నావు, మన లోకంకి రావాలా. సో యాక్చువల్లీ 4 Na plus by mass. Okay, ma? Now can you say this body diagonal is touching how many Na plus? Body diagonal is touching how many Na plus? 2. What are they? This one. This body diagonal is passing through this edge, you know? And next check. This one. Okay? And same body diagonal is touching the middle one also, no? మధ్యలోంచి పాస్ అవ్వాలి కదా అది. At the middle of NaCl crystal, what is present? Na plus is present. So therefore body diagonal is touching 3 Na plus atoms. Okay? Now see. So 4 minus, okay ma? So what is the contribution of these two atoms, ma? 1/4. Why 1/4? Because they are present on the edges. So therefore I will write 4 minus 2 into 1/4. Or I can write 1/4 of 2 atoms. Okay? minus, now what about the atom which is present at the center? Its contribution is 100%, 1. Clear, no? So therefore 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Clear, no? Ma? So take LCM, 2. So 8 minus 1 minus 2. So total how much, ma? So 5 by 2, no? 5 by 2. Okay, ma? So this is the number of NaCl atoms present by mass after removing all the ions which are touching the body diagonal. Understood, no? So ఏవేవి టచ్ అవుతున్నాయి చూడండి. This one is touching, this one is touching, and this one is touching. So we are removing 3 according to their contributions. Clear? Now see. Now we will calculate Cl minus. Okay? So actually how many Cl minus are present by mass? 4 Cl minus are present by mass. Okay, ma? Now see how many ions is being touched by this body diagonal. Any touch అవుతున్నాయి చెప్పండి. At the corners how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them they are present at the corners. Okay? And what is the contribution of a corner? 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 into 4. Clear, no? Because 4 atoms are present at 4 corners. Are you able to understand, ma? So this one, this one, this one, and this one. 4. Now still any other? Huh? Here also there is one Cl minus, no? One phase. Here also there is another Cl minus or second phase. Okay? And what is the phase contribution? 1 by 2. How many atoms? 2 atoms. So do the calculation. So 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, ma? So therefore LCM is again 2. Okay? So 8 minus 1 minus 2. So how much, ma? 5 by 2. Again I got the same answer. So 5 by 2 is to 5 by 2. So therefore what is the formula? 1 is to 1 ratio. By symmetry also can't I say the answer? This body diagonal, it is symmetrically cutting the unit cell, no? Symmetrically cut చేస్తుంది కదా. So definitely equal number of NaCl and equal number of Cl minus should get cancelled with each other. Okay? So therefore the formula unit is how much? Formula unit is NaCl. That's it. Because they are present in the ratio of 1:1. అర్థమవుతుందా ఎలా చేస్తున్నామో? So same type of calculations you can do for the next 4 crystals also which we are going to study. మనం అన్ని Na+లో చేస్తున్నాం కదా in NaCl. Same calculations you can do for remaining crystals also. Understand? Just you should know only 2 things very carefully you should remember. What is the first point? Where atoms are present in the unit cell. Unit cell లో atoms ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాయి. And next point is which atom is touching which atom. That's all. Then everything will be very easy. Fine? That's it. Crystals we will study at the same time to save time. Okay? So see. So first one we are studying about Zns Crystal. Okay, ma? So Zn2 plus and we will study S2 minus. So these ions, the ions which are present in Zns Crystal. Zn zinc 2 plus sulfur 2 minus. Are you able to understand, ma? So let us see what is the arrangement of Zn2 plus, ma? So presented half of tetrahedral voids. Okay, ma? Where Zn2 plus they are present, ma? They are present at half of tetrahedral voids. And what is the arrangement of tetrahedral voids, ma? Do you remember? ఓ ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నారు సార్, ఎప్పుడో 3 రోజుల కిందట జరిగింది, ఇంకేం గుర్తుంటుంది మాకు? చిచ్చే arrangement of tetrahedral voids. Where tetrahedral voids will be present in the unit cell? Unit cell lo tetrahedral voids ekkada untayi? They are present on the body diagonal at a distance of d by 4 from the corner. Already we have studied, no? Okay, ma? Where tetrahedral voids are present, tetrahedral voids they are present at the body, on the body diagonal. And on each body diagonal 2 tetrahedral voids will be present. Total how many body diagonals? Body diagonals ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 4. 4 2s are 8 tetrahedral voids will be present. Okay, ma? And these Zn plus only half of the tetrahedral voids will be filled by zinc ion. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, okay, ma? So 4 tetrahedral voids will be filled. It will fill how many tetrahedral voids, ma? 4 tetrahedral voids it will fill. Okay? And what is the contribution of each tetrahedral void? Contribution anta adi kuda kavali kada. What is the contribution of each tetrahedral void? 100%. Because the tetrahedral voids, where they are present? On the body diagonal. And body diagonals, they are present inside the cube, no? Body diagonals పైన ఉంటాయా లోపల ఉంటాయా? లోపల ఉంటాయి, మరి ఆటమ్స్ కూడా లోపలే ఉండాలి కదా. So therefore contribution is how much? Contribution is how much? It is 100%. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how many Zn plus ions are present? 4 Zn plus ions will be present. Are you able to understand? Clear, Nama? Next, let us write the discussion about S2 minus. Okay, ma? Where they are present? They are present at FCC. Okay? FCC, face-centered cubic unit cell. What is meant by FCC? Already we have studied, no? All the atoms, they are present at the corners, and there are 6 atoms present at the center of 6 faces. So what is the contribution of FCC? So if atoms, if they are present at FCC, how many atoms they are present by mass? 4 already we have studied, no? Calculation I am not doing. Okay, ma? Therefore, 4s2 minus are present by mass. Okay, ma? In the calculation, you do the calculations. Are you able to understand? 4 sulfur ions, they are present in the unit cell. Okay, ma? So therefore, how many zinc ions? 4. How many sulfur ions? 4. So how many formula units will be there? 4 formula units. That's all, no? So 4 Zn2 plus and 4s2 minus, they will give rise to 4 Zns. Clear, ma? So therefore, formula units. Number of formula units will be how much? That is represented by 4, and Z value is equal to how much, ma? Z value is 4. Are you able to understand? Next we will study about coordination number. Coordination number. Okay. What is meant by coordination number? Already we have studied, Nama. How many atoms are surrounded which are present at the nearest distance, that is called as coordination number. Okay, ma? So first of all, I will study about Zn2 plus. Zn2 plus. Okay. So Zn2 plus, where they are present? At tetrahedral void. If atoms are present at tetrahedral void, then their coordination number will be how much? It will be equal to 4. Okay. So if you want to make a note of that point. Okay, ma? If atoms are at tetrahedral voids, then coordination number will be how much? 4. Coordination number ఎంత ఉంటుంది? 4. So zinc, they are present on tetrahedral voids only, no? So coordination number will be 4. Understood, no? Then we study about S2 minus. S2 minus. Where S2 minus they are present, ma? S2 minus, they are present where? They are present on FCC. It means atoms, they are present at the corners, no? Atoms, they are present at corners. If atoms are present at corners, coordination number is 8. Okay, ma? Corners lo atoms unte coordination number ఎంత ఉంటుంది? 8 ఉంటుంది. But for sulfur it is 4 only. Why? Sulfur ki matram 4. Why? Because each sulfur is not surrounded by 8 zinc. It is surrounded only by 4 zinc. Why? Because they are not present totally on all the tetrahedral voids, no, ma? Zinc is present only at half of the tetrahedral voids. అంటే సగం atoms surround అయి ఉంటాయి కదా. So coordination number will be how much? Actually it is 8/2, which is equal to 4. Understood, no? So make a note of that point. What is the note point here? I have to write note point is that if atoms are at corners, okay, ma? Then coordination number will be how much? Coordination number will be 8. Okay. But only half of zinc atoms or zinc ions are present. Okay. Therefore, coordination number will be how much? 8/2, which is equal to 4. This is the coordination number of S2 minus. అర్థమవుతుందా ఎలా చదువుతా ఉన్నామా? క్లియర్ మా? సో ఆల్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ ఆన్ ద బోర్డ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ మా. సో జస్ట్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ అట్ ద నోట్స్, ఐ హోప్ యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. క్లియర్? నెక్స్ట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద సెకండ్ క్రిస్టల్? సెకండ్ క్రిస్టల్ ఈజ్ CSCl crystal. ఓకే మా? సో cesium chloride crystal. CSCl crystal. So write down. So Cs plus, it is present where? It is present at center of cube. Okay, ma? Cl minus, it will form PCC, primitive cubic unit cell. అర్థమవుతుంది కదమ్మా? And this where are the positions that you have to by heart. Shall I draw the diagram? అలా డయాగ్రామ్ వెళ్ళాలంటే దానికి 2 నిమిషాలు వేద్దాం. క్లియర్ మా? So where CS is present ma? CCM is present only at the center. Only one atom is present at the center. And where Cl minus is present, Cl is minus is present at the primitive cubic unit cell. What is meant by PCC? PCC ante? Atoms are present only at the corners. That's all. How many corners are there? 8 corners. So these are 8 Cl minus ions. That's all. That's all. Are you able to understand ma? So 8 corners, 8 Cl minus, they are present. Okay. Now can you say for CS plus, what is the contribution of how many CS plus will be there in this unit cell ma? Only one, because only one atom is present at the center, and its contribution will be how much? 100%, because it is exactly at the center, no? So therefore 1 CS plus in this unit cell by mass. In this unit cell by mass. Clear? Now what about Cl minus? Cl minus. Where atoms are present? Corners. How many corners? 8 corners. What is the contribution of each corner? 1 by 8. So how many total? 1 by 8 into 8 is 1. So therefore 1 Cl minus by mass. Clear no ma? So therefore what is the formula unit? Formula unit is how much ma? Clear ma? 1 CS plus 1 Cl minus give rise to CS Cl. One formula unit. So therefore Z value is how much? Z value is 1. Are you able to understand? Next we will study about coordination number. Okay ma? Coordination number. So first of all we will study about coordination number of CS plus. Can you say how much? చూస్తానే చెప్పొచ్చు కదయ్యా. CS is surrounded by how many Cl? 8 Cl. 8 is the coordination number. ఏమి టైప్ అయినారు మీరు లాస్ట్కి? 1 plus 1 ఎంత చెప్పండి? అబ్బా పోనీలేండి, ఇదేనా చెప్పినారు. 1 Cl is present at the middle, surrounded by 8 Cl, no? CS is present, 8 they are surrounded, so coordination number is 8. Clear, no? Then what about coordination number of Cl minus ma? Cl minus. Where Cl minus is present? Corners lo unte coordination number is how much? 8. Already we have discussed, no? If atoms are at corners, then coordination number is how much? 8. రాయండి మరి, ఏదో లోకంలో ఉంటారు మీరు. Clear ma? So this is about the crystal called as Cscl crystal. Understood ma? Next let us write the third crystal, which is called as fluoride crystal. Okay ma? Third crystal is which crystal? Fluoride crystal. And what is meant by fluoride crystal ma? CaF2. This is called as chloride crystal. Are you able to understand? So therefore Ca2 plus, it will be present on FCC. Clear no ma? F minus, it is present where? It is present on tetrahedral voids. So this is the arrangement, and this arrangement you have to by heart. That's it. Are you able to understand? Now see. క్లాస్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఎవరో మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నారు. సో సీమా, సో Ca2 plus it is present on FCC, and F minus it is present on all tetrahedral voids. Okay. If atoms are in FCC, then how many atoms are present by mass? చెప్పండి. 4 Ca2 plus by mass. Are you able to understand ma? And if tetrahedral voids, if atoms they are present on tetrahedral voids, how many tetrahedral voids are there? 8 tetrahedral voids are there. Where tetrahedral voids will be present? On body diagonals. How many body diagonals? 4. 4 2s are 8 tetrahedral voids are present. So 8 F minus are present. Okay ma? By mass. By mass 8 fluoride ions they are present. Clear no ma? So therefore 4 Ca2 plus 8 F minus will give what? It will give 4 CaF2. This is the formula which I will get. 4 CaF2. Okay ma? So therefore number of unit cells, number of formula units is how much? Suppandi Number of formula units are 4. Z value is equal to 4. Understood, no? Next we write coordination number. Okay, ma? So coordination number of Ca2 plus will be how much? Enta cheppandi. It is present where? FCC. FCC means atoms they are present at corners, no? Corners means what is the coordination number? 8. Clear, nama? Then which one? Fluoride. Clear, no? Where they are present? Tetrahedral voids. If atoms are present at tetrahedral voids, then what is the coordination number? 4. So this is the coordination number. Clear, ma? So what is meant by 8 and what is meant by 4? Ca plus Ca2 plus is surrounded by 8 fluorine ions, and each fluorine ion is surrounded by 4 Ca2 plus ions. That is the meaning of this. Okay? దీని చుట్టూ 8 ఉంటాయి ఫ్లోరిన్స్. That is why its coordination number is 8. దీని చుట్టూ Ca2 plus ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 4 ఉంటాయి. That is why its coordination number is 4. That's all. Are you able to understand, ma? Last one. So last crystal is called Antifluoride Crystal. Okay, ma? So Antifluoride Crystal. And what is its, for example, we are taking Na2O. Why it is called antifluoride crystal, ma? Ikkada fluorine undi kabatti fluoride crystal. Ikkade undi fluorine undi akkada ledu, but still it is called as antifluoride crystal because what is the arrangement here? It is present in fluoride crystal. Exactly opposite arrangement it is present in antifluoride crystal. Exactly opposite. What is meant by opposite? Let us see. Clear, ma? So first I will take Na plus and O2 minus. So these are the ions which can be formed. Are you able to understand, ma? So in Ca2 plus what I have? FCC. FCC will be present here. Are you able to understand? And tetrahedral voids are present for anion, no? So here it will be present for cation. So all tetrahedral voids. That's all. Okay? That is why this crystal is called as antifluoride crystal. Okay, my exact opposite arrangement to fluoride crystal. Okay? So here cations they are present in FCC. But here anions they are present in FCC. So here anions are present on tetrahedral voids. So here cations are present on tetrahedral voids. And remaining calculation can't you do, ma? Now very easy, do the calculation. Clear? So how many Na plus by mass? Okay, ma? Tetrahedral voids. Tetrahedral voids means how many? 4. 8. So 8 Na plus by mass. Clear, ma? Here FCC means 4. So 4O2 minus by mass. So therefore what is the formula unit which we will get? Clear, ma? So formula unit is how much? So 8 Na plus 4O2 minus. If you combine them, what I will get, ma? I will get 4 Na2O. This is what I will get. So therefore number of formula units how many, ma? Number of formula units therefore. Understood, no? That's all. Clear? Now let us see coordination number. Okay? So Na plus. So where Na plus are present? Tetrahedral voids. If atoms are present on tetrahedral voids, what is the coordination number? 4. So 4. Clear, no, ma? And next which one? O2 minus. Where they are present? FCC. FCC means atoms are present at the corners. If atoms are present at the corners, what is the coordination number? 8. That's all. This is my answer. Okay, ma? So these are the 4 crystals which you should by heart, ma? Clear? And what is the method in which we have studied? If the same method if you study, then it will be very easy for you. Understood? So don't by heart anything. Just arrangement you have to by heart, ma? Remaining everything you can remember the same method which we have done. Clear? So this completes our chapter called solid state. Equilibrium we will start in the next class.